Okay? Yeah, I'll realize now.
All right, we're going live on YouTube. Hello, maybe. Oh, one person. Hi, one person. We're in second hour. Say hi, second hour. We are going to go through the 4 study guides. The vocab we're not going to go through because it's just matching from the back of the book and the glossary. The essays, you can at home, you can email me them or message me or whatever and have me check yours. If they're on your study guides, that's fine, but I don't check those until the day of the test. I've not picked which one we're going to do. I haven't made the online version of the test. I'll do that today while these guys are working on these. So be ready for any or all of them. But we'll go through the short answers together today. Study guides need to be complete sentences, 3 sentences on the essay, and everything needs to be done. If any part of it's incomplete, Chris, are you having a seizure? Do I need to call 911? Okay. If any part of it's incomplete, you get a 0 on the whole thing. You know that. On the test, though, the short answers do not have to be complete sentences. But anyway, here we go. 11.1, number 2. Name 2 factors that led to the stock market crash. Connor. People selling stocks led to the price of stocks going down. Yes, people selling all their stocks. Yes.
Oh, is this can I say the other?
Yeah.
Like, so people decline the stock?
No. The stock declined because people sold them. But why else? Why else did the stock market crash?
Oh.
I mean, there are lots of reasons. The easiest one for that I would say is that people were buying on margin or using credit to buy stuff, and so a lot of stock and just everyday, even cars and stuff, was bought on what the book calls and what they call back then on margin or on credit, and so it was all based on the promise of future money. And so when that money wasn't there, then there was basically it all dried up. Remember we talked about the cycle of the banks lending money to the brokers lending money to people, then people trying to get the money from the banks, and the banks trying to go to the, and so borrow. So for the test, which is what you care about, just write borrowing or buying on credit or buying on margin. Okay. Oh, number 3, there we go. Why was buying on credit able to lead to the collapse of a large part of the economy? Like I just said, without any actual physical money to back things up. I did this in class. I don't know if I did this on the YouTube video. I don't even know if I made a YouTube video for this section. But basically stockbrokers, which was Chris when we pretended in class, would loan me money to buy stock. And then Chase was the bank. He would give Chris money. And then when the prices started going down, the bank was like, we got to get our loan back. And so they would go to Chris, like, we need repayment on my loan. And then Chris would come to me and he would say, I need my loan back. And I would say, okay, I got money in the bank. And I would go to the bank and they'd be like, I don't have any money. It's with Chris. Chris would be like, it's with me. And it was just a big cycle of nobody having money. So basically, the idea is that nobody had actual dollar bills, gold, silver, or anything else to back up their credit. Number 4, you need answers. What were some ways in which people dealt with their newfound joblessness and poverty? There's a section on 333 that says joblessness and poverty. So we go ahead. But like rich people and banks did buy up a lot of stock. That's true. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Like people that went broke, what did they do? So shining shoes and selling apples. On the bottom of 333, it talks about bread lines and soup kitchens. You can even talk about just they felt worthless and they felt depressed, which is true. One more thing. Oh, I got a thumbs up. Thank you. Like I said, I might retire to become a full-time streamer. No, but I mean, I think like I know I saw a guy yesterday had like 400,000 people watching him on Twitch play. I don't even know what it was, Call of Duty probably. So I don't know if I'll be able to get that many to watch me answer social study guide questions, but I think probably I'd say it's like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Chapter 11, 8th grade social studies questions, probably. Anyway, the another thing I would say was they built what's called Hoovervilles, which is on 334. They had little shanty towns made out of like cardboard boxes and fabric tents or whatever. Number 5, what was the bonus army? Yes. Yeah, so war veterans who were promised a bonus in 1945, and then everybody went broke, and they wanted, like, we want our money now. And then they marched, and then, like, Hoover sent the National Guard, and they burned down their little tent village, and a couple people were killed. 2 people, yeah, a couple. So here we go. Number 6. In what month and year did the Mason stock market crash occur? Huh? Say the first part again. October 1929. That's correct. Number 7. 2 results of the Great Depression. Don't overthink this. Keep it simple. Yeah. Yeah, people became poor and homeless. That would count as 2. Yeah. Oh? He said what you were going to say? Yeah, go ahead, Zoe. Banks collapsed, for sure, yeah. More debt, less goods? Are you saying debts or deaths? Both are true, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. So, yeah, all those are good answers. You need 2. Speaking of 2, we're on 11-2 now. Here we go. Who was elected president in 1932? Chris knows.
President Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Chris makes a good point, whether it was on purpose or not. Do not put Roosevelt. We've had 2 President Roosevelts. You need to put F.D. Roosevelt or Franklin Roosevelt or Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Can you put FDR?
Yeah, I'll take it because it's so, like, it's considered basically it's become his nickname that's so popular that it's basically considered his name, like Tiger Woods, Like, but Tiger Woods went kind of wrong because that's what he's basically called him. Those names like Tiger. Huh? FDR. I'll take FDR. This is the first year in 18 years. I'm usually like, no, not FDR. All right, I'll take it.
Tiger Woods fell off.
He broke his leg in a car crash.
That's why I said it was supposed to be a joke. Fell when he tries to get up.
Number 3, what handicap was FDR able to overcome to become president? Zoe knows. Legs were paralyzed from polio. So, yeah, paralyzation or polio. I'll take either or both of those. What were some beliefs, number 4, that he had on, he being FDR, on how to bring the USA out of the Great Depression? Chris is
The New Deal.
the New Deal, but yeah, what is... CJ, go. He wanted to put people to work for sure. Anybody got something else they want to add? Yeah. Giving needy people jobs. I would say more than anything else, actually spending money was his biggest overall deal. Remember, Hoover was just kind of like, but it'll be fixed. Number 5, Chris has already answered. What do people call the group of laws and acts he passed to help the economy out of the Depression? That was called, Chris, the New Deal. That's right. Number 6. Before you answer, I'll answer your question. Yes, I will take initials.
Yeah.
So this is, like I said in class, what a lot of teachers call alphabet soup. So what are some? Zoe, name one. AAA. NIRA, NIRA, National Industrial Recovery Act. Yes. TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority. Probably, I don't know. Maybe the most famous. It's up there. NRA, NIRA, I think Connor said. WPA, TVA, CCC. We didn't. I mean, yeah. Acts or laws, yeah.
I what I put, like, WNA, CCC, because I didn't use that.
That's okay. Here we go. Number 7. Some reasons people were initially critical of the TVA. I mean, they felt like it wasn't fair just to help one portion of the country, which again, it doesn't. I mean, that seems dumb to me. Like, it would be like if my neighbor's house was burning down and I went out and was like, why are you squirting my house with water? Like, what's not on fire, man? Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, people complain that it was just helping one specific part of the country but like the two things the TVA did was build flood walls, dams, in other words, and provide electricity. And the areas they did that didn't have electricity because of the flooding. And so, like, it fixed two problems. So, yeah. Did the New Deal work? Why or why not? That's up. I mean, I would say, yeah, somewhat. That's going to be up to you and your opinion. But here we go. 11-3. Number 2, the southwest area of the United States where dust storms had cleared. That's a long question for like a 2-word answer. Mason, you know it. Dust Bowl.
What?
Dust Bowl.
For number 2?
Number 3, why was the soil able to be blown away? Zoe. Yeah, there's a lot of factors, but the shortest.
Mr. Matt,
Yes.
can you please send Chris and Israel to the office?
Yes. It's going to live forever on YouTube. Yeah, Zoe said the roots would have been pulled up by the plows. That's true. I mean, that is the easiest and simplest answer, which most times makes that the best answer. Also, like huge windstorms and all that other stuff. The big drought. There's a huge drought. All that combined to make a, I mean, yes, literal perfect storm. Number 4, 2 minority groups that were hurt by the Depression. African Americans, Latinos were deported. African Americans lost a lot of their factory jobs, which answers the second part of the question. Number 5, what 2 radical political movements were on the rise during the 1930s? Name one. Fascism, which is going to become a big deal in the next chapter. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Mason. So communism is more accurate. Socialism somewhat. Those aren't the same thing. They actually hate each other. 5 and 6. Sorry, 6 and 7. I'll let you answer first before we talk about this. No, 2 trends that became popular. 2 trends. Yeah. Yes. No, that's a type. That's what I was getting at when I paused a minute ago. Yeah. That's a type. So we've answered, okay, time out. We've answered number 7. Good. Okay. 2 types of entertainment. Soap operas, radio shows, movies. Okay. When I say trends, I mean like a type would be like how or what you're reading. But a trend would be like, what are they about? Like a current trend would be, there are a lot of pieces of entertainment that are about superheroes. Okay. A lot of shows, a lot of movies. Okay. So what were the trends back then? I'll tell you, since this is a confusing question. Okay. Escapism and social criticism are the 2 answers it's talking about. Okay. So movies were either all the way one way or all the way the other. They were either like Wizard of Oz, showing total fantasy so people could forget about their day-to-day problems, or they were about those day-to-day problems, like the Grapes of Wrath or whatever other. So 6, trends, escapism, social criticism. 7, types, soap operas, movies, radio programs, okay, all that stuff. Number 8, 2 famous artists or entertainers of the time. Zoe, name one. Richard what? Richard Wright. He wrote what? Native Son was the most famous. Yes. Emma. Say it again. Walker Evans. What did he do? He was a photographer. That's right. Those are all on 349. There are a bunch more. You can choose whatever you want. Oh, man, we're almost up to 16 minutes. This is... number two things Roosevelt's critics wanted him to do. Basically, this is what we talked about yesterday. A lot of them wanted to tax the wealthy more, but then the wealthy people wanted him to tax the wealthy less. And so basically, he was getting criticism from both sides. Okay. Number three, name two of his critics that believed he didn't go far enough. Yeah. Charles Coughlin, the crazy racist guy. Yeah. Say it again. No, he's a union guy. Yeah. Francis Townsend. And the most famous was Huey Long, who got assassinated. He was governor of Louisiana. Number four, three acts of the Second New Deal. Go ahead. Social Security Act is probably the most famous act of both of the New Deals. Yeah, go ahead. Revenue Act. Fair Labor Standards Act. The WPA. What else? Unemployment insurance is a good one. National Labor Relations Act, that's it already. Fair Labor Standards Act, all those. Yeah, go ahead. What new organization was formed to help with labor reform? CJ, go ahead. CIO, Congress of Industrial Organizations. And I know you know who its leader was. Because it's the guy you said a minute ago. That was a different question. Yeah. John L. Lewis. That's right. Finally, number six, how did Roosevelt go about trying to ensure that his laws were passed? Zoe. Yeah, he tried to pack the Supreme Court with people who would vote for whatever he wanted. That's exactly right. All the answers are now on YouTube. YouTube viewers. Oh, I got it. Samuel, thank you for the dabbing and unicorn emoji. So, yeah. Have a good day, and I will. There's nothing tomorrow. I'm not going to be here tomorrow, and then Monday we'll play the review game. Tuesday's your test, so have your study guides done by then. Bye.